Hey, welcome to my little blog series about my time at DragonCon 2021, where apparently my camera is crazy super blue, so let me change that. It is nighttime and it's a free night, so I've just kind of been. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a lamp. Been trying to do a bunch of. Alright, that kind of adds a little bit to this. Yeah, I've been doing homework and also kind of filming some stuff today because today is kind of a free day for me. 5 classes, one of them's going to be over in a few weeks. I have no idea when this video is going to come out, but hopefully it'll come at a pretty good time. So, the first day of DragonCon for me was not like the first day of DragonCon. It was a Friday, which this was the first time ever I'd actually gotten to go during a Friday, so that was pretty cool. It was a Friday afternoon after classes. I had to be picked up at my dorm. I was dressed in my Wonder Woman costume, which isn't exactly Wonder Woman costume. Okay, let me explain it. So, the hat that I have, I bought from a store that was actually vending there at DragonCon. I forgot the name, but I'll plug it when I remember it. And I was also wearing like a white shirt and these like star pants that I'd made for like DC Bombshells Wonder Woman. I would have worn the top, but the top doesn't actually fit right. I'm not comfortable with what Wonder Woman normally wears. So I have to kind of like work around it and find like other variations of the costume that I'm a little more comfortable in, such as the DC Bombshells Wonder Woman costume and the little I called it like steampunk or like Rosie the Riveter Wonder Woman costume that was there. One thing that caught me by surprise was that this year DragonCon was like entirely with mask restrictions and everyone's required to wear a mask everywhere. I did not know that. I had spent like several days before planning out my makeup and how I was going to look throughout DragonCon. So going there and finding out that I actually wasn't going to get to wear the makeup or that it was going to be smeared under a mask was like a massive shock to me because like I was used to places relaxing the mask mandates like my college and most of the places around here where people like go to shop or go to eat and all that stuff. My family can tell you I was pretty unhappy about like because like we were also okay on Friday that was like the day where the main activity was like taking pictures with people and you could take the masks off during the pictures. And I was really unhappy about that because I had like bold red 40s lipstick on and it was going to get like smeared underneath the mask and then I was going to take it off and have like a big pink mess on my face, which I did in one of the pictures, and I will get to that. I had just left my dorm with my parents. I did not drive home. We did not take my stuff home. We pretty much just went like from my campus right to the parking deck or one of the parking decks that was being used for DragonCon. Sorry if my eyes look a little lazy. I tend to be filming a lot of videos lately, sleep deprived, which is why you'll see me like squint or see me like look like this. What was I saying? Oh yeah. We leave all my stuff in the car in Atlanta. It's a great idea, right? And we go to get our passes. Since I had tested negative for the COVID test I took the Wednesday prior, I got to just like get my pass and go. DragonCon was empty this year. Okay, it wasn't empty, but compared to how it used to be, it felt very empty. And I don't have a problem with that because DragonCon, before like everything happened, was crowded. It used to be so crowded. Oh my freaking gosh. So yeah, kind of appreciated the smaller crowd this year. And we went to the building where people were taking pictures. Now, this year, for the first time that I knew about, Ginny Weasley and Neville Longbottom were there, and like, how often does that happen, right? DragonCon typically has like small TV actors there sometimes, but not like big people. Like, if you want to see the Star Wars people or the Marvel actors, like, you have to go to the San Diego Comic Con, which is all the way in California. The first person that we went to see was Neville Longbottom, or as he is in real life, Matthew Lewis. They let people in 10 minutes early, and we got to stand there for a while and just talk and essentially see people who were also there in line. So that was kind of uneventful, but surprisingly enough, the line was not excruciatingly long to sit through. It was very long, like predictably, because like who isn't excited to see Neville Longbottom there? In my opinion, he was one of the best characters in the Harry Potter books, and I wish they had done like more with him in the movies. I mean, in the movies he was great too, but in the books he was awesome. So, yeah, meeting Neville was kind of a big deal. We stood in line and eventually they just let us in there. Now, when pictures were finally happening after the 10 minutes, they were like moving people in and out as fast as they could. Like it was like an assembly line, I guess would be a good way to put it. Although that still doesn't quite feel right. So yeah, the line was moving kind of fast, but then you knew that once you were in there, like you had to get in and go, pretty much. Now, I did not know that you could have the masks off during the pictures. So, in the picture with me and Matthew Lewis, I'm still wearing my mask. The photographers, everyone there was really nice. The people there were friendly. The people working the camera and like checking us in were nice. I did not actually get to have much interaction with Matthew Lewis because we were divided by a wall of glass. He said hi. He seemed nice. He seemed like a fun guy. Afterwards, I got the picture back, and I was so just like, could have not worn a picture. You get what I'm saying. So after that, Ginny Weasley, whose name, by the way, is Bonnie Wright, for those of you who do not know, was up. And this time I got to have my mask off, which was great. By the way, I would like check my makeup during all this. I drove my family insane about this, honestly. Like, I mean, it probably wasn't justified, but like, my plans are ruined. Which isn't a great excuse. I was stressed. It pretty much went about the same way as the Neville one did. She too seemed very nice. She seemed lovely. Seemed kind of shy, but then again, like she was meeting all of these new people who were just like coming in for like a second, gone like right after that, who kept coming into this booth to take pictures with her. So like, who kind of wouldn't be intimidated by that is the thing. Being a celebrity honestly sounds very scary. It's privileged in a lot of ways, but in others, when you really think about it, it can be kind of scary. I did have my mask off. That picture looks way better. After that, we had the pictures with Shazam and Freddy, Zachary Levi, and Jack Dylan Grazer. I can't believe I forgot it. I've seen like 2 of his movies, and I'm always like, Jack Dylan Grazer, Jack Dylan Grazer. I always know it, then I have to say it. Zachary Levi is kind of a favorite of ours. We see him like every year whenever we go to DragonCon. Now that okay, I've only been there like a few years, but like this is like between this and 2019, this is like 2 in a row that we've seen Levi, and that does not include like ones where we considered having a picture with him, then saw how expensive it was and how long the line was. He's really funny, and he says a lot of good stuff like about mental health and about like why smoking is bad, the latter of which Atlanta could he listen to a bit more. So we stood in line, and this one was honestly a little more eventful than the previous 2 pictures, mostly due in part to the fact that like Zachary Levi was like cracking people up, and Jack Dylan Grazer was kind of I guess trying to join him in too. Right before we all took the picture, Jack Dylan Grazer said something like, I can't, like, I didn't know I was taking the. Oh no, this was after the picture. He was like, I didn't know we were taking the picture, and in the picture he's kind of like this or like that. It seemed like a good picture to me. Like it just looked like he was just happy, having a good time, which it seemed like he was. We were told that the kid who played the younger version of Shazam, Billy Batson, was going to be there, but he wasn't. He bailed or something. I don't know what happened. I'm sure he had a good reason. In 2019 he was also supposed to be there, but he got sick. DragonCon just apparently does not agree with him. So yeah, that was pretty much most of what we did on Friday. The only other thing really was that I was supposed to go to this workshop, this cosplay workshop. One of my things for this year, sorry, phone got a notification, was that I was going to do more of the cosplay stuff, because I always say that I'm going to do more cosplay stuff and then I never do. And I was signed up for a workshop in which we would go over basic armor patterning because I really don't know anything about that, even though like armor and foam is like the bread and butter of cosplay. But then I went to go check in, and it was late, by the way. It was very, very late. And I get there and I find out that, oh yeah, I'm actually supposed to be there Saturday, the next night. I had spent this whole day worrying about the timing of that because I had tried to like do all of my homework throughout the week, but thanks to a bunch of like complications and stuff, I still had some things left over for the weekend that I really wanted to do and just like get off my back pretty much. I was worried I wasn't gonna have time to do them. So I was trying to think like how was I gonna do homework and then have the workshop and then Saturday, like who knows how long we were gonna stay there, and then I find out, oh yeah, we're gonna be staying there very, very long on Saturday, in which we were planning on getting up at the crack dawn of morning to come do some stuff, unlike on Friday. We had like a dinner or a snack like earlier in the day, like after the pictures, at one of the food trucks that was at DragonCon called the Tres Sardines. This video is sponsored by Tres Sardines. No, it's not. I got carne asada tacos. They were pretty good. So I have covered pictures. I have covered the cosplay incident with the workshop that frustrated me. I have covered my costume. I have covered food.
Alright, y'all wanna go get something to eat? Yeah, let's go get something to eat.
What else is there? I guess there's nothing. So yeah, that was pretty much Friday's DragonCon. Not the most eventful thing in the world, but you know, I had fun. It's always fun to go to DragonCon. There's sightseeing, there's cosplay. It's a perfect place to get your weird on. So I will go ahead and start filming part 2 because honestly that one is a lot more eventful, truly.